For years, I felt stuck. I was going to the gym consistently, but never seeing the progress that I wanted to. I'd see others making progress whilst I felt frustrated because I felt I was doing everything right, but not getting any return. But now I'm in a position where I feel confident in my training and I'm happy with the amount of muscle mass that I've been able to build. If I could go back in time, these are the 5 things that I would implement straight away, and you should be as well with your own training. Number 1, I didn't understand the importance of programming. Now, when we talk about programming, we're talking about our training split, our exercise selection, and the amount of volume that we do, so your exercises and your sets. The problem that I was making with my programming was that I was training every muscle group once a week. If we want to get the most bang from our buck with our programming, we need to ensure that we're training everything at least twice a week. So this is where your split comes into play. Doing all your volume for a muscle group in one day affects your performance and your ability to push things. Let's say, for instance, you have a chest day. The first couple of exercises might be good. You'll be able to push yourself nice and hard, but towards the back end of those exercises, you'll be fatigued and you won't be able to push as hard, meaning that you're missing out on the opportunity for muscle growth. But instead, if you did a couple of your chest exercises on one day and then another couple on another day, you give yourself the opportunity to perform those exercises at their best and be able to push yourself as hard as you possibly can. Then from there, we'll talk about exercise selection. We need to be working the muscles in a lengthened position. This means that the weight is going to be the heaviest when that muscle is stretched. For instance, it might be a Smith machine incline press, it might be an upper back row depending on the machine, it might be a seated bicep curl or a cable lateral raise. The majority of our work needs to be in that lengthened position. When I first started training, I was over-focused on feeling the sensation of each muscle group, meaning that I was working the majority in a shortened position. Your chest flies, your dumbbell lateral raises, all those movements that are going to be working in that shortened position, which will give you a better pump, but that sensation is not an indicator that you're going to be building muscle. If I could go back in time, what I would tell myself is that you need to pick exercises that are going to be working the majority in that lengthened position, making sure that I'm training everything twice a week and not trying to do all the work in one day, and have 5 to 10 quality sets for each muscle group across the week and making sure that I'm pushing them as hard as I possibly can. The mistake number 2, I was too focused on what others were doing. I was either watching what the biggest guy in the gym was doing or what others on social media were doing and trying to copy them. This ended up leading to more confusion because every single week I was changing my program like there was no tomorrow, giving me no ability to get better at them exercises and also get stronger at them. Knowing what I know now, I would set my program up so it works in 12-week blocks. Every 12 weeks, I would stick to the exact same program for 12 weeks and just aim to get as good as I can with those exercises and also get stronger at them exercises. It's really important that we have consistency with our exercise selection and we don't change it up so you give yourself the opportunity to get stronger. Number 3, I was not focused on nutrition quality. Back when I first started training, it was the dirty bulk where you'd eat McDonald's, loads of processed stuff, and we were just obsessed with getting calories in. All this led to was getting too fat and plummeting my energy levels. If I could go back in time, what I'd say to myself is focus on quality nutrition for 90% of the time. You're gonna have a little bit of a life where you're gonna go out and enjoy a burger or a pint on the weekend or some pizza or whatever you want to enjoy, but the 90% of your food should be quality whole foods. And if you're in a position where you're trying to gain weight, you should be mainly focused on quality carbohydrates, especially around your training window. What I focus on now is getting 60 to 90 grams of quality carbs 1 to 2 hours before I train to ensure that I have the energy for each session. This is because carbohydrates are our body's preferred energy source, meaning that you need them in order to keep training performance in a good spot. Number 4, I had piss poor quality sleep. Back when I first started training, it would get to the evening after I'd finished work and I would not have the energy to train. This is purely because each evening I was staying up way too late and I was having an energy drink or a pre-workout at like 5 or 6 o'clock in the evening, fucking up my sleep each evening. With sleep, I won't go too much into it, but what I'm going to say is that focus on your sleep hygiene. So when we're talking about sleep hygiene, I'm talking about a few things. 1, making sure you have a routine before you go to bed. This could be you switch the TV off 1 hour before you go to bed, you have a warm shower 2 hours before you go to bed, and you cut your last meal off around 2 hours before you go to bed. If you can remove caffeine after 12 o'clock. That's going to help out hugely with your quality of sleep. And then also, if you can get off your phone and stop scrolling each evening, that is going to help your sleep as well. And number 5, which is the most important in my opinion, I was not thinking about my movement quality. If you want to target your chest and bring your chest up, you have to be able to move correctly. This means having the correct tempo, not bouncing weight, maintaining positions as you go through them. How you move will directly impact your progress. This is why each week I get my clients to send me form reviews so I can review them and give them feedback on how they can improve it, because the quality of your movement makes a massive difference in your ability to target that muscle group and in return give it a reason to grow. If you implement these 5 things, I can guarantee you over the next few months you'll see a massive improvement in the quality of your training, your recovery, and also your muscle growth.